welcome, citizen, to another StarCraft Nation broadcast. I'm your host, Venerati, and Merry Christmas Eve, folks. It is, in fact, Christmas Eve. So for all of those people, well, I guess for all those people who care about Christmas, there you go, Merry Christmas. And I hope that Santa Claus bestows you with many great and generous gifts. But what do we have here? Well, I'm going to try to bestow you with my own gift for this season. Now, I don't know the exact names of these guys. I seriously did. I even Google Translator. It seems like both these guys are from TSL, but I didn't find them on the rosters. One of them looked like Pretty, the other one looked like Posh. So you can blame Google Translator. And I did look on the Liquid Wikipedia. But it's what these guys brought to the table, what they showed us. Motherships? Yes. Infestors? Yes. Infestors versus motherships equal neural parasite mothership. What? Yes, that is in fact what happens, and it's pretty amazing. I'm sure it's been done. I haven't seen it done, and especially this well. It's a lot of fun, and that's why I'm going to cast it. So, here we go. Starting off, Delta Quadrant. Our boy Blue over here is going to be chrono boosting out his probes. Those probes are going to be merrily harvesting those minerals to try to create those wonderful units that are going to go pew-pew all over Red. Red will be, of course, grabbing an early extractor. He got the extractor before the spawning pool, so definitely going to be looking to get some speedling action here, as those speedlings do require that gas for that upgrade. So going to be seeing a lot of that coming early on. Meanwhile, though, we have a probe that is going to be just kind of patrolling here, going to be trying to deny any sort of early natural expansion, which I don't really think is going to be a big deal at this point, because Red is not really concerned about that, as we are focusing on this spawning pool and going to be getting that metabolic boost. As the Vespene gas, will it be in time? That is the question. 72, 76, ooh. Nope, not going to make it. It's going to be close, so the metabolic boost will be coming out here relatively shortly. And yep, there we go, boys and girls. That is the metabolic boost on the way. Meanwhile, though, our boy Blue will be grabbing the second assimilator. So going to be going pretty gas heavy for this early on in the game. The Cybernetics core isn't even done, and we don't even have our first Zealot out to block off that main doorway. So definitely going to be leaning a little bit heavy on the gas. Nothing crazy, you know, we're not going to see any Void Ray rushing or anything of that nature, but it is going to be some early tech from our boy. So we have Red sitting here. We'll be grabbing that early well, it's not really early now, but it will be grabbing that natural expansion. And it looks like he's going to be coming out here with his Zergling, trying to be scouting out. But he will come across his seizing probe, and the probe is just going to be freaking out right there. And it is going to be trying to run away, but it doesn't look like it's actually going to make it. And, whoop, barely, yep, there it goes. And it goes up in a cloud of EMP smoke and debris. And so that is definitely going to be the first kill of the game. But what is this? We have a Zergling chewing on the Cybernetics core, but the Stalker comes out just in time and will be evicting that Zergling from that rampway. As it really is going to take absolutely forever for it to actually kill that Cybernetics core. But, you know, you don't want that kind of stuff. It's definitely going to be messing with the feng shui. So the Zergling just now got its wings. I wonder if that's, you know, well, no, I'm not going to go there with that one. But he definitely has his wings now, so he's going to be hauling rear around the map. We see a good little sentry will be coming out here, as well as 2 more gateways. So we're going to be seeing 3 gateways. Not sure if we're going to be seeing any sort of early pressure coming from our boy Blue, but it will be seen one way or another. But we do actually have 3. Was that 3? No, I'm sorry. The chrono boosting definitely made that look like 3 Zerglings, but it's only 1 Zergling coming back here, testing out the situation, making sure there's not going to be some massive horde of Stalkers waiting. So on our red side, we have the natural is up and running, trying to populate the drone line right here, as we have 1 queen online. His second queen will be coming as well. We have Lair Tech and a Roach Warren as well, only running off of 1 extractor right now, so definitely not worried about doing any super tech, anything like that. We are, in fact, 6 minutes and 30 seconds in, running off of 1 extractor, whereas our boy Blue has been running off of 2 extractors for quite some time. And we are seeing him chew on these back rocks back here. So looking to take the backdoor expansion. Going to be nice and cozy. Not going to have to worry about too much shenanigans coming from the Zerg players. And you don't really see that much Zerg harassment of this backdoor. Only with Mutalisk, but we are not seeing any sort of Mutalisk coming from Red at this point. And we don't generally see Spine Crawlers on the high ground. You could see, especially with this Overlord sitting up here, with the Lair Tech finishing up, and he can actually throw down the Generate Creep, but is not to be so at this point. And the Nexus has been thrown down, so Blue is looking to keep himself in the macro game. Let's go take a look at the income tab right now. We are seeing a neck-and-neck battle as far as Harvester count goes, but Red is on 2 base at this point, so we're going to see a slight advantage, as well as the fact that there's only one. Well, I take that back. It looks like he actually grabbed that second extractor while I was flapping my lips. So we are seeing Red actually chewing on these destructible debris, looking to take the high yield at some point, making sure to keep his units busy, because you don't want to have to do this while you're being pressured, while your enemies at your front gates, and you're having to worry about being out of place. So just making sure to go ahead and open up that real estate for later on in the game. And right now, Blue just kind of loitering around in his own base, highly saturated main right there, continuing to chrono boost out these probes, looking to go and get this natural expansion. Come on, well, I don't know if you call this a natural expansion, because you do have to actually clear those destructible debris, but it is the nice and cozy. And we see the Stargate right here. So the Stargate will be coming online, and this will be the stepping stone for this mothership that is to be later on. Actually, not too much later on, but very quickly. We'll see. And we're looking for the beacon. Are we going to see the beacon? Yes, there we go. The fleet beacon is down, and we are one step closer to the awesomeness that is the mothership. And on the red side, we do see him expanding once again, going for the high yield. So he is just totally churning out this the expansions, totally churning out on the macro side of things, and making sure to keep himself in the economy and make sure that he is in the lead, as he is at this moment in the lead. And here we go. We have a Hallucination Phoenix, of course, taking a pot shot that really isn't going to be doing any damage. It's going to be doing psychological damage, but no actual lasting damage, as this one Queen's coming over there and making sure that nothing happens right there. And 2 more Overlords pop out of here, and this Phoenix just kind of poking around as this hallucination is about to be done, and yeah, pop, there we go. Of course, Red, seeing the fact that that was actually hallucination, will know that he doesn't have to worry about too much there. But let's go back to the production tab, and yes, indeed, folks, the mothership is on the way, and it is being chrono boosted out here. It is going to be glorious when she finally births, as you don't generally see motherships used at all, especially this early on in the game. We only have 3 gateways, 1 robo facility, and a starport, so not really the build orders you see. Meanwhile, though, Red kind of poking out, kind of looking around. We do have massive creep spreadage, as there are just so many creep tumors out and about, just getting that nice, lovely spread. That battlefield awareness is going to be so pivotal later on in the game, just to make sure he knows where exactly his enemy is and what he is up to. Let's go take a look at the army tabs. We do have Red with a slight advantage of about 20, 10 of that, of course, being Harvester difference. So, you know, it's pretty neck and neck at this point. Nothing big. We're just seeing a big macro game right now, just absolutely churning out those units. And we do actually see some movement from Blue. Blue looking to actually occupy his front door natural. But we have the Zerglings down here, and this Zergling will be denying the Nexus. And yep, there we go. It actually denies it. So Blue forced to bring out an Observer to try to figure out what exactly it is that's denying it. Of course, that Observer was already on the way with the Chrono Boost, so this Zergling's life will be ended here very shortly. And yes, there we go. It does actually go down, and this other guy right here will be popped as well. So the Nexus will be coming down for Blue. Blue securing this position as we see more Zealots and more Sentries coming online. And yes, look at that beautiful mothership. There she is, and she is so proud to be out and about. Look at that with her nice little what are those spotlights? Yeah. So she is going to be giving cloak to her units down south on the ground. And the question is, what is Red going to be doing about this? And Do we even actually have a... yes, we have one observer on the field, so the observer will be giving sight to its units, so he won't be completely off guard. We do have group spines as well as neural parasite, so this neural parasite is about to play a big role in the matchup here. Meanwhile, on blue side, we do have the Robo Bay coming online as well, so the Robo Bay, we will be seeing Colossus coming out, and we do have quite a few more. We have 4 mortals on the ground so far. Those mortals are going to be very important for popping these roaches. These roaches going down just 3 attacks from these immortals. Of course, that is before upgrades on either side. So, what are we going to see? We actually see a little probe transfer going on right there, and ooh, that mothership is just loitering. I just cannot wait to see what she's going to be doing, as it is just so rare that we actually see them used. And we do have blue actually poking around out here, and these these infestors are right there. That one infestor does go down. We do see fungal growth going down on those stalkers, and a massive surround by all of these roaches. There are so many roaches on the field right now, as we see a 99 army coming from red, going up against the 144 army of blue, but we're seeing a hard counter and the invisibility coming for that. And yes, we do actually see a I do see a vortex. Actually, I haven't seen it for so long. I had to look at that. The vortex going down on Red's forces. We actually see neural parasite on these immortals. The immortals actually racking up kills on his own team. So right there, the roach is coming out there. More force fields coming down, and we didn't see any. We didn't actually get to see anything right there with the mothership actually being taken over right there. So, not choosing to actually grab that, choosing to grab the immortals. The immortal actually doing a lot of damage, but that first matchup there, we saw that vortex actually playing a big role, taking out a large chunk of the army. But an interesting side note, the vortex, I never really understood how the vortex would really be that effective. Seeing as you can just charge all of your units into the vortex, if you see a vortex going down on your units, there's no reason to keep half of your army up. Go ahead, throw the rest of your army down into the vortex.